It is the final regular season week of the National Football League season, and I've got a top 5 list. Top 5 most intriguing games of Week 18. Hit it.
High five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Rich's Top 5.
All righty. Number 5 on this list is going to be played after one of the games that I'm about to mention. So this is not in chronological order. This is in order of intrigue, and this is what's going to make what we see on Saturday night cash for the winner of this team as to whether the winner of Texans Colts goes in as the AFC South champ or goes in as a wild card team, or the Jaguars and the Titans could wind up with the Jaguars losing, and they still can make it as the 7th seed. I'm not going to bore you with those details. But the Titans would love to spit their last breath at the Jaguars. And once again, I mean, last year this was Josh Dobbs starting this game last year. Remember? Yeah, and instead, right. It's now Tannehill's going to be out there. We assume could be. I think Levis is still up in the air. This is a game, as you heard, that the Titans really want to win. Stick the Jaguars with a loss in the same way that the Jaguars stuck the Titans with a loss. If the Jaguars win this game against the Titans, they win the AFC South and host a playoff game. We've heard this story before. Guess who's not walking in that door is Brandon Staley. However, for Jacksonville, it's going to be the Cleveland Browns, but that's for another day. And there's a lot that can happen in this game. If the Jaguars lose this game, this could wind up putting the Steelers into the playoffs. Or if the Jaguars win this game, this could actually make, if the Steelers win on Saturday, the night game in Miami be for Buffalo in or out completely. So there's a lot of intrigue in this game. Number 4 on this list, this could be for the NFC South, because Baker Mayfield will be playing in Carolina. We're assuming he's going to make that start. Falcons at Saints could be for the NFC South. And in the case of the Saints, they could still make the playoffs in 4 different scenarios into which they win and they wind up being the 7th seed. That isn't the case for the Falcons. They've got to win it. And then hope for the Panthers to throw their figurative drinks on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So there's a lot of intrigue in this one. Number 3 on the list. Always fun when the Bears play the Packers. Now, when the Packers beat the Bears in week number 1 in Chicago, and Aaron Rodgers was texting Jordan Love, congratulations in advance of his Achilles blowing up. That, hey, thanks for keeping ownership of the Bears under the Packers name. Nobody thought that the Week 18 game would be a win-and-in scenario for the Packers over a Bears team that would also have clinched the number 1 overall pick in next year's draft, too, with an opportunity to go to 8-9 for Eberflus. And it's always fascinating when these two teams play each other. And as if this game wasn't intriguing enough just for its history as well as what it means for Green Bay, win and in. Well, Justin Fields added a little bit of fun to it as well when he had this to say about going into Green Bay.
I don't see it being that much different. I see it, because everybody always, the rivalry, whatever, I think it's going to be, the same environment. So I don't see it being too much different. But, like I said, it's going to be fun. It'll be a fun environment to walk into. Their home field. I know their fans going to be loud because there's not much to do in Green Bay except watch football. But it's going to be a great environment for us to play in, and hopefully we have a great game and get the dub on Sunday.
Oh boy,
it's on.
Not much to do in Green Bay except watch football. Love it. Oh baby. Number 2 on this list, Texans Colts. Winner in. That's it. Winner in potentially is the AFC South champion as well. Yeah. So there's that. Neither team has the opportunity to make it if they lose. By the way, the Jaguars and the Steelers have opportunities to lose and still make it. The loser of this game does not. It is over for the loser. It is still alive for the winner and potentially as the AFC South champion, depending on what happens in Tennessee between the Jaguars and Titans the next day. Number 1, we all know what number 1 on the list is. It is Bills at Dolphins. The Dolphins can do no worse than 6. They can do no better than 2. The Bills can do far worse than the 7 seed. They could be out if they lose this game. Again, if Pittsburgh wins on Saturday and the Texans and Colts do not play to a tie on Saturday night, and the Jaguars beat the Tennessee Titans in Tennessee, then the Bills need to win this game to make the playoffs. They could be either the 2 seed or out. That's it. If the other scenarios that I've pointed out, the other results happen, they can wind up the 6 seed, they can wind up the 7 seed. If the other results do not happen, they can wind up the 2 seed. But I've never seen in my 20-plus years a situation where a team that is playing so well right now that they are number 3 on power rankings lists, not just here, but everywhere else around the NFL power rankings community. And I can't believe I'm part of. But they can be either the 2 seed or out. I don't recall a scenario like that, and it could possibly be the case on Sunday night because the other results, Steelers beating a Ravens team that might be resting other than just Lamar Jackson. The Texans and the Colts just need to not tie. And then the Jaguars beat the Titans. That's the scenario under which the Buffalo Bills could be eliminated if they lose this game. Or they could have 2 home playoff games and make the Super Bowl. Unbelievable. And obviously the Dolphins, if they wind up the 6th seed, they wind up in Kansas City. Tyreek Hill and Arrowhead after all. In a playoff win-or-go-home game, not just a game in Frankfurt, Germany. Wild. And then I'll give you one more.
You think we need one more?
Why not?
All right, we'll get one more.
This one may be for the opportunity to be the 2 seed. I doubt it. I don't think your Cowboys are losing in Washington, TJ.
Oh, no.
I don't. Nah. But just seeing the Eagles, if the Eagles lose in New Jersey against the Giants team that would love to go out with a 6th win and stick it to the Eagles and just keep everybody there wondering what. Remember that meme of that woman that got caught on camera saying, "What the hell was that?"
yeah.
Like that is like what like that woman has been memed all over the place because it is basically the Eagles season in a nutshell since they beat the Bills and got lucky doing so. So it appears. So this is big. I know it's going to be happening at the same time as the Cowboys. If the Washington Commanders spit their last 2023 Ron Rivera breath at the Cowboys, now this could be for the 2 seed. But other than that, we got to see what the Eagles look like because right now it is code red. Right now in Philadelphia, and those are my most intriguing games of the final week of the NFL regular season. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.